Hello and welcome back to Tommy's Top Picks Weekly Roundup Podcast, episode 190. I'm your host, Tommy, joined by John.
How's it going?
Spider-Man is bad, so stop having fun.
Terrible.
That we're going to be talking a lot about Spider-Man today. It's been on my mind. And then we're going to talk about singles of Spider-Man and Final Fantasy, collector box exclusive kind of things. And we got a Sorcery release date. It is happening this year. We were wrong.
Yeah. Well, we didn't know because we hadn't heard anything, and then they heard our podcast and
they were like, "Oh yeah, we should
put
something out." Yeah.
So they did, and now we all know.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
Yeah, and then we got economicals to go into. But first, we'll talk about what we played. John didn't play anything. I didn't play anything, but I tried to. John went into our Magic group and was like, "Hey, I'm not around, but Tommy has a deck, and he hates Commander."
Yeah, trying to cause trouble.
And then I think I stirred the pot and tried to replicate the conversation we had at the party. And it seems like I got a equal response. And then I don't know if it was supposed to be a joke, but there was a picture that was posted that was like, "Our blessed universe is within and the barbarous universe is beyond, and all these bad things on one side and good stuff on the other." But they're the same picture.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
I found that really funny.
Yes. Yeah, that's I think that's more about the that's so funny. I think that's more about what's going on in Reddit right now. There's a lot of talk.
Yeah, did you see that slop post thing?
No, I didn't see that.
Basically, someone put together this huge post. There's been a bunch of videos on it, but it was basically calling a lot of stuff slop, like the bad stuff in Magic, and how it's now unavoidable. And you compared it to a restaurant, and they brought in slop, but it was optional. You didn't have to get it, but now every meal comes with a side of slop. It was a whole thing. Basically, it was calling people pigs. It was a not great person wrote that post. That doesn't think well of others. And I am a strong believer of don't yuck someone's yum. If you are yucked by it, then just ignore it and don't engage with it.
You don't have to do it. And that's the thing, guys. You don't have to do it if you
don't
are
like enjoying something and something new comes out, that doesn't stop your enjoyment of what you have.
Also, if someone else is enjoying it, why bring their joy down? Just let them enjoy it. Go find something you enjoy instead of spreading crap in life. Spread happiness.
Yes, and I have really enjoyed the Spider-Man set.
No, it's horrible, Tommy.
So I built a Miles Morales deck and haven't played it yet, but was so excited I ordered all the cards for it.
Nice. Hopefully it plays well and you didn't order all those cards just to have a crappy deck.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those things where a lot of the cards that I ordered are cards that would go in another deck anyways. Yeah. Kind of like staples kind of stuff.
Yeah, I was just saying you like Spider-Man, so it's a win-win-win. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I don't care
if have cards you like. Yeah,
because if there's a Spider-Man variant of a card, I tried to kind of force it in.
Of course.
So I just went on TCG Player and searched anything that would have a Spider-Man in it. So I got the Spider-Man Secret Lair. Second Secret Lair I've ever bought.
They're good. I like their little deck booster sets now. I did it for Edge of Eternities. I was very happy with it.
Yeah, I got so this had a bunch of Commander staples in it. It had Soul Ring, and it had Command Tower. Command Tower is giant city in New York City, and Spider-Man swinging around.
Nice.
The Soul Ring is his belt, which I find really funny because you never ever see his belt. But it's where he holds his web fluid, and there's a funny little text on it. Ephemerate, exile target creature for 1 white. Exile target creature you control, then return to the battlefield under its owner control, then rebound, which means you do it again. And with a lot of on-enter effects in the spiders, it's pretty good.
Those are really good. Feels very Spider-Man-y where he bounces off of stuff, he swings, he bounces, he hits, he bounces back,
Yeah. And there's a bunch of Yeah, there's a bunch of the like Eternal Legal only cards that are really good for Commander, like Relentless Assault has a version, Savage Beating, Winds of Change, Unexpected Windfall, Three Visits. Oh, Lightning Greaves was another one in the uh, Secret Lair. And it's Miles' new shoes, the sneakers, which are pretty cool.
Nice.
So like modern comics relevant, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think they did a really good job with it. And then the bonus card was a Brainstorm with a confused like Spider Sense Spider-Man, which was kind of cool.
I like Brainstorm. It's a good card regardless.
Yeah, yeah. But then after putting this together, I was like, well, I want to build a second deck.
Oh.
So
That's news to me.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to decide.
Doc Ock.
Well, so here's the thing, and this kind of goes into our main topic. The big pulls of Spider-Man and Final Fantasy, like the Surge Foil and the Full Art Commander cards. Like in Final Fantasy, it's the ones with the numbers behind them, the game number behind them. And in Spider-Man, it's Miles, Peter, and Eddie.
Okay.
Not the huge pulls like the special soul, not like the 2 special soul stones.
Right.
Although those have been dropping. But the 3 comic book like super fancy
Right. Gotcha.
ones that are only in the collector boxes have been plummeting. So I grabbed the Miles one. It's down to 70, which is like, I don't know. I feel like it would be pretty fun to have all 3 of them. Do I build decks around all 3 of them?
What were the other ones?
Eddie Brock, which is black, red, green. He's 2 and a black. When Eddie enters, return target creature card with mana value 1 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And then for 3 black, red, green, transform Eddie, activate as a sorcery. And then he's a 5/5 with Menace, Trample, and Haste. And whenever Venom attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, draw X cards. Then you may put a permanent card with mana value X or less from your hand onto the battlefield, where X is the sacrificed creature's mana value.
Yeah, I remember that one. That seems pretty good. Tricky, but pretty good.
Yeah. And then, but Peter was the worst of the 3. And I don't know if I want to build Peter, but it feels like I should.
I still think you should. Well, I guess because Eddie Brock is kind of bad guy, good guy, right?
Yeah. Like, so you have like a good guy, bad guy.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, do that. Then it's just you can have a 2 pre-con, not pre-cons, but you know what I mean. 2 pre-generated decks you can play with, Spider-Man fans as a way to teach Magic and play Magic. Yeah,
right.
You just got to tweak them so they're balanced because Commander's not very great as a 1v1 format.
No, so that's why I was thinking: do I make 3 and then 4th? That could be Norman because he just doesn't have a. I have the. There's a comic book version. It's just not the special version. But I already have that one, so I wouldn't need to get that one.
I see, and you want to keep the like visual thematically similar,
right?
Which is why you're thinking about it. Got it. I mean, because I'm like, why aren't you doing Doc Ock or Green Goblin since those are in there?
Yeah,
and I think all of them look pretty good.
Yeah.
Ultimate Green Goblin.
But just because I also think now is a good time to pick these comic versions ones up. Because the most is being opened right now?
Yeah, probably not. Unless it's a really, really high demand product. I think you'll have some downward pressure for at least a month.
Yeah. Because the other one is... Because Peter Parker's a 0/1 for 1 and a white. And then when he enters, create a 2/1 green spider creature token with reach. And then for 1 green, white, blue, turns into a 4/4... with vigilance and reach, and each legendary spell you cast that's 1 or more colors has web slinging for a green, white, and blue. And there's some really gross stuff that you can.
Is the bounce out, bounce back in?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what that is?
No, it's just the bounce out, put something else in.
Oh, okay. Put something else in. Got it.
So like you attack with a spider, it's tapped. You pull that spider back, and then in comes something with a crazy ETB that costs like 12, but you paid 3 for it.
I mean, that seems pretty good too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do what makes you passionate. What you're excited about.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm in that decision making, but I am excited about it.
Yeah.
Because then I was
like the
like,
spider token from this set.
it is a cool spider token.
Yeah, it's a good one. They did a good job with this set. I know people aren't super excited because the price came down because they expected something different. But another reason to hold and buy later. For the special cards, it's limited print set, like
Yeah.
not print run, but number of cards in the set. So there'll
Yeah.
be a lot of every card.
That's true.
So yeah, even more downward pressure likely in the first few months.
Yeah, there's a lot more of them in Final Fantasy. But the
Yeah.
other thing is the Final Fantasy ones have also, because they've been out a while now, they're kind of in a sweet spot of picking up.
Now that's that. Yeah, when it's boring, that's your time, right?
Yeah.
So it's not quite boring yet. Wait till the next thing comes out that really grabs attention. I did not realize they had so many different art versions of the particular card, Spectacular Spider-Man. Did you see that?
Yeah, it's like the chocobos. They're all neon kind of
And
things.
they're texture foil or something. They
Mm-hmm.
have one that's a Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see this?
Mm-hmm.
This is nuts. I didn't see this before.
Yeah, there's a bunch of cool stuff.
Cool. Well, build your decks, enjoy it, have fun.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of it. It's a game, and I'll play one of your decks when you feel you're ready.
Yeah. No, Miles is ready. So
Well, I mean, like if you want to do 1v1 of the Spider-Man themed decks, I can take one on.
Like, yeah.
So you can test it, get them refined.
Absolutely. There's a bunch of fun stuff. I don't know. I just think that'd be really fun because I think even though I love drafting, Commander is an easier way to get people to just sit down and play.
Probably true.
And especially when it's like a fun, hey, here's this IP that you're relevant.
That's the
you're
key.
interested
it's
in.
Like you are this hero. People love doing that.
Yeah.
Even if they don't understand what the hell they're doing, they love being like, this is my guy. And and especially when the cards do my guy's thing. You know what it is? Yeah. Like it's just it's like that's the thing that I do. It's like Necrons, they come back to life. Yeah, duh.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it'll be fun. I think Venom will be the next one, I think.
Are they going to do Warhammer again?
I bet you they do. Probably closer to when the movies are coming out.
Yeah, there's so many more armies.
For the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you they do. I hope they do a set, though, and not just Commander decks.
I mean, I want them to do Commander set or Commander decks, but also...
Yeah, I think that was also a big mistake with Spider-Man. If they had done precons for Spider-Man, I think the set would have done a lot better.
Yeah, this is the part that...
They did standard pre-made decks.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Limited card pool, too, is probably a factor on that.
So that doesn't stop Commander decks before. They just use old cards.
Yeah, it's true. They could just slap some art on staples. Yeah, that's true. They could have. You're right. Well, assuming they had art rights and stuff like that.
They did that they did it for Final Fantasy.
No, I know. Yeah. You're right. I'm agreeing. I'm just I just don't know if they had all the licensing and da. You know what I mean? Like the behind the scenes legal stuff. We don't know what limits they had on them. Clearly, they had some since it's not showing up in Arena.
Yeah.
So there was definitely something going on there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
What about Gwen? Isn't she super popular? Shouldn't she be a commander deck? I haven't looked at the card. I don't know if it's commander viable, but she's popular.
Yeah, not really.
No.
Because she's one of the, there is a really good Gwen Stacy, but it's mono red. Or it's Spider Ghost. Or Ghost Spider.
Mm-hmm.
But the 3-color Gwen Stacy is 1 in a red. When she enters, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card for as long as you control this creature, which is fine. It's a 2/1. And then for 2, a blue, a red, and a white, you turn into Ghost Spider, which is Flying Vigilance Haste. Whenever you play a land from exile or cast a spell from exile, put a +1/+1 counter on Ghost Spider. And then you can remove 2 counters from Ghost Spider, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn.
So you just have to make a crazy exile deck for that to really work.
Yeah.
Like the engine is outside the commander.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have to build something seriously to make that
and I'm
work.
trying, like, with the other ones, it's much easier to keep spider themed cards in.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah. That one is a little tough. It's doable because exile engines are definitely, they exist.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just trying to keep as many within, or universe relevant cards.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll probably be, if I make a 4, it'd be Peter, Miles, Eddie, and Norman. Because Norman's really fun. He's a 1/1 for 1 and a blue, and can't be blocked. And whenever he deals combat damage to a player, he connives.
Mm-hmm.
And then transform him. You can play the Green Goblin for 1 blue, black, red, which is also pretty good because they're the dual flip cards. So as the commander, you can play either one from your command zone, either side. Flying Menace. Spells you cast from your graveyard cost 2 less to cast. So it's a graveyard deck. And then he has Goblin Formula. Each non-land card in your graveyard has Mayhem. The Mayhem cost is equal to its mana cost. So it's just a crazy graveyard discard deck so that every time you discard a card, you can play it from your graveyard for 2 less that turn.
That is pretty good. I like this Ultimate Green Goblin one.
Yeah, I have 2 copies of that.
Discard a card, create a treasure token, and then Mayhem.
That would be in this deck for sure.
Freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Red, black, 5/4 for 3. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a good card. Yeah.
Well, fun. Spider-Gwen. Oh, no, that one's boring.
But yeah,
there's like a lot of Gwens. I did not realize that.
There's a lot, and there's Gwenum.
The black Gwen's kind of interesting. The Remorseless.
Remorseless.
Yeah.
I'm putting that in the Eddie deck.
Yeah.
Whenever I could see it being. I just don't want to be limited to mono black.
Yeah, this is a like. I hate you for playing mono black deck.
Yeah,
is what that one is. It's like,
yeah,
mono black. It's real good.
That touch lifelink. Yep.
Yeah.
Whenever it attacks until end of turn, you may look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may play cards from the top of your library. If you cast a spell this way, pay your life and equal to the mana cost.
Life cheating commander is so good, and if you do it well, it's just gross.
Yeah, and it's silly. The collector box.
Some good cards in this set.
Yeah, and I know we were talking about what to do when collector boxes fell, but I think honestly, I might just grab the high end hits when they drop.
Oh yeah, that's always the way, right? My only thought was do I buy a collector box because it's actually going to come in a range that I'd be willing to pay for a special IP collector box?
505.
I think I was about to say, I think we're kind of there. This is that moment. And I'm just gonna, see if I feel like doing it. I don't know. I might do it.
Play boxes are down to 145.
Is that below store?
No, store's like 120.
Okay. Well,
but after shipping and fees and on TCG Player, that's pretty much cost. Maybe losing $1 or $2.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's interesting stuff.
There wasn't that many collector exclusives. You said there's only 3.
Of those comic book style ones.
Oh, gotcha.
Not including the spectacular. I don't want to grab the spectaculars, although it is a really good card and goes into the 99 for a lot of decks.
I was gonna say, yeah, you could just grab 1 or 2, like in different art, because there's the 6 arts or whatever for that one.
Yeah. There's also like a $5 version.
Yeah, the basics.
Yeah.
Instead of the fancy foil.
Yeah. And none of those suits like I have a high affinity for. So, like if they did the spectacular Spider-Man suit or the superior Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But these suits, they're not my timelines.
Not your timeline.
But I don't know. The old school comic book art just speaks to me. I may open that second box. For singles.
Really? The collector box? Yeah. Oh, because you're
no. Not the extra collector box, the extra play box.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. That's how I felt. And then I may open a couple draft and play boxes actually.
Why?
Looking for lands, because another commander I was thinking about brewing, but then kind of backed off it because it's too popular, is Edgar Markov. He just seems gross. He's like the second most built commander.
Yep. Hold off if you want to keep it efficient cost-wise.
What? Hold off on Spider-Man?
No, on the most popular
commander. Oh, yeah.
All those cards are going to be snatched up and crazy fighting for it. And in a month or 2, no one will be fighting for it because everyone will have built their deck and there will be plenty of extra cards.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. No, exactly. No, that one, because that one's been a while. Like that had a resurgence it was a $75 commander, I think, and then it's dropped down to like $20 because of Innistrad Remastered. Innistrad Remastered dropped the price. That's why I was looking at it, because the price of that deck has come down significantly.
Mary Jane Watson, green white. Whenever Spider Control enters, draw a card. Card draw on your commander is great. Although she's only 2/2.
Yeah, she's in the 99 for Miles.
Yeah. I'm not sure how good green white is for Spider synergy either. That's the other thing.
Yeah. She has red. He has red too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the deck list is actually pretty cool. But yeah, we can get off the podcast. Anything you wanted to talk about Magic wise? Anything exciting?
Nothing for me. I'm just waiting.
Waiting for Lorwyn.
More about Lorwyn. Yeah, that's really the only thing I care about that's coming up.
I decided I'm ending my play case thing.
What?
Yeah.
Big news.
Yeah. Well, I looked at next year and how much Universe Beyond there is. And right now, those play boxes are more expensive than like a case of Avatar right now is still looking insane. Just like prices that I don't want to pay for it to either go down or I don't know. Even if it goes up, like it's not going to go up like crazy. So it just doesn't seem like the best idea. And I feel like I get more enjoyment out of fancy cards and.
Oh my God, Tommy, the revolution is complete.
Back to singles.
I was gonna say, you're going to be a Commanders player soon.
Yeah. The circle goes around. It's a circle.
It does. It is a circle. This is so strange.
We've been here before.
I don't know how I feel about this. Yeah.
But also just like the storage is also becoming an issue again.
Yeah, that's always a factor. When that hits, it's just like, well, I have to make decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Environmental trigger.
Yeah.
Like I can only shove so much cardboard in my house.
Exactly. And now they'll just be, which I am actually reorganizing all my Magic cards. I'm doing
in
that
Moab.
thing where I'm putting them in alphabetical order by color
Oh, geez.
and then splitting them, one ofs each kind, each version in one box, and then another set to bring back my TCG player store.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
So I'm keeping one version of each card to build with,
Yeah.
and then having the store with get rid of the rest.
Let me know how that goes, and then maybe I'll actually commit to doing it because I've been mentally muddling with
It's
that idea for a while.
yeah,
But it's a big project, and I don't
it's
want to
a
really take it on.
it is a big project, and when you're mixing this many sets, sometimes you have to get to like the fourth or fifth letter, and you're just like
Oh,
going cross-eyed.
yeah, that's fair.
Um, I am seeing a lot of synergies between sets, which is really fun. And like as I'm going through it, like I'm getting ideas and stuff. Like, oh,
That's
I have a
always fun.
lot of cards in this area, or like with this kind of thing, or I could do something with this. So it's sparking ideas too, which is fun. But I think a lot of the non-case boxes are at risk. Not the collector boxes, but play and set boxes and some draft. Just of sets that I don't have anything from.
Right.
Like I may open an Ixalan draft, hope to get a Caverns, but there's a bunch of other stuff in there that I want for decks too.
Yeah, if you're building, it can be a good motivator to open. Now, obviously, you don't want to open everything because you end up with more chaff than what you're
No,
actually
it's
looking
like I'm
for.
opening a draft or a play if I don't have
Yeah,
the set.
yeah. Helps build out your collection. I get
Yeah.
it. I did that a long time ago. It's still
All the
every once in a
surveil
while I
lands
open.
and Markov.
Those are great.
Um,
Although I'll say for lands, if there's a type of land that you think you'll use a lot, like a surveil land is one of the top lands,
yeah.
you should probably just buy multiple sets because it's like you're gonna end up using them again and again, and
Oh
opening
yeah,
them.
yeah,
You
yeah.
won't open enough, and you
No,
won't get enough. Yeah, that's for surveil lands in particular. I just bit the bullet and bought a bunch
yeah.
because I had the same sort of thought process, and it never worked out for me.
That's
I
fair.
never
That's
pulled
fair.
enough. Yeah, I was like, I got some, but they
I
weren't the
need
colors
other
I'm
stuff
looking
from the
for.
sets too, so
Well,
we'll
yeah,
see.
when
Yeah.
that's the case, then it's worth it. But after you kind of get your set of what you're looking for,
Yeah.
then it's really the lands aren't the reason to do it. You
No.
should just buy the lands.
Yeah. No, I agree.
With the exception of, I think what was the one that was really good? Edge of Eternities had good lands
Yeah.
in it because they had the lands matter
And
back.
then
And
the
then
other part of the rest of that cycle is coming in Lorwyn.
yeah, well, and then what was it? It was a remastered collector's box that I liked a lot. Not Innistrad, but the
Ravnica.
other one, Ravnica. Yeah, that was good because they just jammed it full of land. So opening that, you're just like, yeah, I just got a bunch of really useful lands.
Yeah. And they still have draft boxes of those too that aren't crazy expensive, like the collector.
Yeah. I don't know how good the drafts were on those pools, so I didn't open that one.
I would assume they're pretty good.
Probably. I mean, it's a remastered set.
Yeah.
They tend to be pretty above their weight.
Yeah.
That might be fun to draft sometime. Save
Yeah.
a few packs. Cool. Done with magic.
That's all I got.
Sorcery.
Yeah.
We got news.
There's a set.
There is a set. It's coming out this year.
Holy
December
snap.
5th. It's called Gothic. Actually looks pretty cool. They did a cool little trailer. I guess it's TCG exclusive release or something trailer, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't see any other trailers. It's also on their YouTube page, so it's definitely their official thing. It's cool. It looks cool. The art looks good. Definitely a little creepy. The whole reveal season was just that one trailer. I'm guessing. Maybe they'll have more reveals as we get closer, but I would not be surprised if that was the whole reveal season based on the way things have gone and what they're, I think it's better if it's just minimal. Like there's like just open it. Like just buy a box and open it. You'll have fun.
Yeah.
And that seems like a better move than trying to do a whole spoiler season. Crazy though. Looking back, Dragon Lord, the 13 cards, like predetermined cards, not random, the mini
Mm-hmm.
set, it is 267 on eBay and almost 300 on TCG Player. So it held up. Unlike the King Arthur set. Actually, let me look at the King Arthur set. I haven't looked at that in a while. I'm curious if that ever went back up. Because that one, I felt like it was a bit overprinted, right? I think
Yeah.
that's what the problem was with that one is it was overprinted. Sealed product. What do we got? Yeah, $95 for that. Um, Gothic is currently going for 166 on Team Covenant. So it's not too bad compared to what it is on TCG Player, which right now pre-order is like. Oh no, actually, it looks like pre-order. No, that's the wrong thing. Yeah, pre-order is 195, but there's only 5 listings. Like you shouldn't do pre-order of this on TCG Player. I'll tell you that.
No.
I can't believe Dragon Lord so much though. That's crazy. It's 13 cards. $300 for 13 cards. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's silly.
It's just too rare. Wonder why they did it that way. Like how many they printed or why.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anywho,
Sorcery's a mystery to me.
Sorcery's a mystery to everyone, including Sorcery, I'm pretty sure. Like, they do different things each time. They're still trying to figure it out. They're very early. Like, if you consider, I know it's been years, but if you consider how many releases they've had compared to, like, other games, like, in other game terms, they're still in their first year. You know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In other games, you have 4 sets, 5 sets in the first year, sort of thing. Depending on, I guess, what it is. Maybe 3 if it's a slower game. Like, this is their third, or no, I guess. Well, I don't know if you want to count Dragon Lord as a set because only 13 cards predetermined, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is their third set, like booster box. They barely started. They're just getting going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I went to go buy 2 boxes as we were starting the.
And realize you already did.
I did. I already bought them apparently before we knew what it was. I just said, "Give me 2 boxes, Team Covenant, whenever the next thing comes out." And when I went to order, it's like, you need to merge this with your other order. I'm like, say what? And then I went to my order sheet and I had it on there, and I was like, oh, well, I'm consistent. I planned to buy 2 boxes of it before, and I did. And I'm like, oh, well,
There you
I
go.
already did. Then fine. I guess I won't buy more because I definitely don't need 4.
Yeah.
I could shove them on the shelf and try to speculate around it, but I don't think it's really worth it. That's not really how this game is going. There's some good speculation in there, but honestly, I just want the cards to put in the collection so I can make some decks, and then eventually I'll play with one of our friends.
Yeah.
But that's it. Not much else. Looks cool. Cool art.
Nice.
I like Sorcery. It's pretty.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I do want to play again.
Yeah. I still have my big play mats. We could basically play any time. I actually, the downside is I don't think I have pre-built decks that are any good anymore. Like, and they might not even be legal. I think they changed what was legal at some point, so I'd have to go look and see if there's a way to make some decks. But yeah, I was kind of mid build. Last time we were gonna play, I started to work on it, and I was like, crap, I don't have the things ready, and I ran out of time, so I just didn't bring it. And they were like, what? You didn't bring it? I was like, I don't have any real decks because I started tearing them apart and rebuilding them, and I never finished the rebuild. I ran out of time. It was I have like partial decks all over the place. I have like 4 sucks because I try to make them as a set, so you can just grab a few decks and bring them to friends and play.
Yeah.
And preferably through whatever testing I can do, they're somewhat even.
Sure.
It's such a randomized game, high randomization game that you can't really. I mean, maybe you can balance them, but I never figured it out. So, anyways, it's fun though. Economics, or you want anything else?
No, I'm good.
Economics. We got job data from ADP. It was negative 40,000 jobs. If you recall, ADP's pool is less than the government data.
Mm-hmm.
It's just basically people that use ADP. I believe maybe there's some statistical stuff they do to expand the data, but it's not the full economy. They say that it's known and well understood, but it was bad. It was bad. ADP lost jobs, which means in service sectors and public sectors, things like that, people that use ADP, less jobs than normal. So we saw this, I think the last time this came out, or maybe 2 times ago. It happens. It's not like end of the world crazy, but it does happen. The reason it's getting more attention this time, I think, than before is because the government shutdown means they didn't release the government job data. So we have no idea what the government data is. And apparently the report is done. And when they shut it down, they're like, yeah, we're just not going to release it. And remember how we talked about the hijinks around this data before? Well, feels like another hijinks because it is technically available. They could release it. And I know it's available because several, I believe, senators or House people have called for its release specifically, like made political statements to the cameras like this should be released so that we know what's going on. And
Yeah.
this data affects things like how the Fed behaves, right? Because you remember the whole dual mandate thing. The
Yep.
Fed, job. One of the things is unemployment. The other thing is interest, right? Or is inflation. Those are the two things they're trying to manage. Well, if you don't know how much unemployment there is, you can't govern. You can't do the job, right? And they don't have special access to this data. Now they could probably get it or estimate it pretty well because they do have that ability. But
Hmm.
again, like we talked about before, that's surveys and shit, so it's not always right.
Right.
so, so like just what this means is there's a lot of uncertainty, and as we know, fear, uncertainty, doubt. What does that equal? FUD. That's bad
Yeah.
times for any economic situation. You don't want uncertainty. So the not knowing is just as bad as knowing that it's bad. In fact, it could be worse than knowing that it's bad because uncertainty can leave you to not act for longer, which means you get massive readjustments when the data becomes available. So hopefully they release it, even if the government stays shut down for a while. It will definitely help economists and the Fed kind of do their job. But we'll see. Um, there might have been a headline. So if you're saying, John, that's not true, I heard this headline about government jobs, which that can't be ADP because ADP doesn't do governments. Well, that headline was bullshit. It went around like crazy. It really pissed me off. I hate, like, I like media that is informative and tells you stuff and whatever. The media today is just so clickbait bullshit. It's so frustrating. It pisses me off so much. So you probably saw a headline if you pay attention to stuff. 140,000 or 130, something like that. Government jobs, quit over the last week. Well, holy shit, that's a big number. A lot of people just quitting all at once. What the fuck happened? Like that's crazy, right? It's insane. Was it a rebellion? Was it just a pure mutiny? What's going on here? Well, the answer is this is that thing that happened like 6 months ago. Remember how the letters went out to all the government workers and they were allowed to quit and get paid until September?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? What month it is? It's October. They
It's
stopped getting paid.
October. Yeah.
Yeah. So this has zero effect on government actual functionality. Those people have been gone for 6 months or whatever it is, 8 months, something. Um, they've been gone that whole time. So zero effect on functionality of government. Huge effect on, well, I don't know, big effect on the economy because those people were getting a paycheck. And now they're not getting a paycheck. So when they go to spend, they're going to spend less, right? 140,000 less people spending in the economy is a bad thing.
Yeah.
That said, that impact will not be felt right away. This is not the same as your, COVID level of unemployment situation where it immediately drops functionality of the economy. And the reason why is because every government worker, and probably even more so the people that took that resignation, um, basically is used to the uncertainty, such as government shutdowns. So they save. They save and they have, some level of cushion specifically for when the government shuts down. Because during a government shutdown, I don't know if you know this, but the people that aren't on certain types of budget items, they just don't get paid. They'll get paid when it comes back on, but they're used to this, right? This happens
Right.
all the freaking time. Every couple of years we have a shutdown, right? And so because of that, they all of them, every government worker has probably 6 months to 2 years worth of savings. And that's just because they don't know and they want to be able to keep feeding their kids and paying their mortgages, and they'll get
Right.
the money back. So they're not worried about it when it happens. It's not like a big panic, but it does mean that they have extra money sitting around specifically for those shutdowns. Well, I imagine a good chunk of these 140 have spent the last 6 months, 8 months, however long they've been on this furlough thing, saving specifically for this time, you know.
Right.
So when I talk about, 140 people less employed means, okay, that's going to have an impact on the economy. It will not be a sudden impact. This is not, restaurant workers and people that live very tightly immediately losing their job. That's an immediate impact on the economy. This will take a while. This will stretch out because who knows how much on average they have saved. Some will be 3 months, some will be 6 months, some will be a year. We don't know. And so we'll have this kind of trickle in effect. Plus, most of the government workers, especially the ones that are willing to quit, were either on retirement stage, right? So they're like, okay, whatever, I just get my pension, or had other opportunities and options and went and pursued those, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we may never feel the impact of these 140 jobs. I'm sure the government workers felt the impact back when they left because then they had to do more work and they definitely have not been hiring. But as of right now, I don't think that will have a huge impact. It is a number. It is not what the headline says. They did not just all quit. They
Right.
quit months ago. It's BS. I hate that. Morgan Stanley expects another 10% depreciation of the US dollar next year. So when we hit new record stock market numbers and the economy's doing great because the stock market's going up, yeah, that's bullshit. That means, well, it's not necessarily bullshit. It could be true, but you should check the depreciation on the dollar because if the dollar has dropped down 10% and your stock market has increased 10%, you've effectively gained zero.
Yes.
So as you hear about record numbers, realize that depreciation plays into that and kind of do the quick look and see, if it's playing in fully or not. That is a factor. Because of that, and because of this kind of expectation of weakening dollar overall and all these other things going on, there's a new trade in town. I don't know if you've heard, but there's like different names for different trades, right? Risk on, risk off, and there's just a bunch of them, right? Well, there's a new trade, the taco trade. You remember that one?
No.
Trump always chickens out. You never heard that one?
Uh-uh.
Taco trade? Okay, so Wall Street named it that. He really hated it. It was kind of funny how much he got upset about it. It was called the taco trade, and it was Trump always chickens out. So he would make like big statements about tariffs or whatever, and then he'd back down from them. So if you made a trade based on the idea that it was he would back down eventually, you could take advantage of a spike or a drop in something that was dealing with the tariffs, right? So international from China to America, or maybe a currency trade, something like that, whatever. So when the news comes out, everyone freaks out and you get this massive change in value. You take advantage of that, assuming that it's going to revert. And then you make a trade that essentially will make you money on the fact that he's going to back down from whatever it was. He hated that because, because it says it chickens out, right?
Right.
Anyways, this new trade is called the debasement trade, and it is essentially saying that the U.S. dollar is going to get weaker. So things like crypto and gold are good purchases, and Bitcoin in particular. And the reason they do that is because they both are treated as a store of value economically. Gold being a more steady one that like has a slow appreciation, slow depreciation cycle, so you don't get much volatility. Crypto being also a store of value, but having a higher volatility, and you actually want both. That's the key to any trade like this because it de-risks to have two things that are not correlated act in a similar way. So they're similarly good at being off of the U.S. dollar or hedging against the U.S. dollar decline, but they operate differently so that they won't necessarily crash or gain together at the same specific rate, and that allows you to have a little bit more security in what it is. That's the whole point of um, spreading out your investments. That whole
Mm-hmm.
idea and what that's about is because they operate differently. The different assets operate differently, so that if something happens to one, it doesn't happen to the others, and that helps de-risk you. So that's a general trade theory, and then the debasement trade is specifically around the U.S. dollar devaluing. So save your money by buying gold and crypto or Bitcoin rather. That's what Wall Street's doing, and they call it the debasement trade.
Yep.
That's all I got. That's it for the economics.
Cool. Well, that's an economical week.
Yeah.
Oh man. I don't know.
What?
Just I don't know. Every week there's something.
Yeah, that's how the news works.
I know. I'm just tired. I'm ready to go
Tired.
get away. Ready to get away.
Yeah, well, that's good.
And it's coming. It'll be here soon.
Yeah.
So, if the world's still spinning next week, we'll catch you guys later.
Have a good one.